Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're going to walk you through an updated Euphoria. We're going to start on the outside, show everything, and then we'll get back to the inside. On the actual front here, everything here is standard minus the optional RRR lights there, grow lights. So you can see they're super flush and sweet. If someone didn't want those, I've seen people do like LP9s or other versions of different lights mounted on the bull bar here. You saw that in the tan walkthrough as well. He added lights up here, so you can see we can do those to the bull bar, or someone can do that in the future if they wanted to add it after they get a van from us. Those wasn't LP9s, but there were different lights on the front there. You're gonna have the Flatline Vanco front bumper. It's also gonna have a skid plate. So that skid plate goes all the way to the first axle area there. Here you can see the skid plate. This here's the actual bottom, so this is going to connect to the bumper up here, and then all this goes to the first axle housing, basically cross member there. That's your whole front skid plate assembly from the bumper down. You have a rock light you can see right in front there, so this will be the license plate holder, and then you have your winch, 12,000 pounds with synthetic line. Here you have our Revolution steps. So these are from Torque Lift, all aluminum. You pull them right out, they're on the ground, super strong. You can adjust the feet, you can adjust the top, and everything is just firm. So you're going in and out, you know, the whole rig doesn't bounce. You know, everything is just firm on the ground. As we walk down this way, we have super singles. So again, we take out the dualies and swap it out for a super single tire. That is an upgraded rim and then an upgraded BF Goodrich KO3s. So that's gonna be 33-inch tires as well. If you saw our prototype video a long time ago, you can see how much more massive this door is. So these are lockable, and then this storage here is gigantic. So this is the much larger upgraded storage. You have 32 inches wide, you have 36 tall, and then the full width. You can see we changed to a lawn seal floor. Generally speaking, it comes with the 2 L-tracks on each side. This guy has a bunch of extra L-tracks, so we put L-track across for bikes for him, put L-track across the back so we can do skis and boards and all types of stuff there. So this wall here is pretty normal, except for his upgraded air chucks. So we have the air chuck here. There's one under the hood as well with the ARB compressor. This is a true heated vent for the heated bay area, your outlet. You're gonna have a light, a passive vent, a light. Over there you have controls to see the gray tank fluid levels, the fresh tank, your outdoor shower, another passive vent, and of course a light there. So this is all standard on our walls. Upgraded hex ply across here, so it's nice and finished. Awesome stuff. You know, and this is basically our new, minus a few extra features, upgraded pass-through storage in the rack for the garage. Moving on to the back, we're gonna take a look at the whole back bumper area. This is our Flatline Vanco box. You have stuff here to attach, shovels, fuel cans, things of that nature. Opens up top, opens down below. This here is a great spot to cook things on, work on stuff. If you're putting stuff heavy inside, you just pull this out. You can reach in easily, snaps right back in. And then that's just gonna be lockable storage. That's waterproof as well. Super heavy duty. And they do make an accessory that can mount on top. And you saw that piece in our tan Euphoria walkthrough for a customer. You want to store stuff that you don't even want to put in here, or you know, a fuel can, extra water or something like that. Anything. I mean, there's a ton of storage and everything here, but he just said, you know what, why not have a little bit more? So we added this on top for him. So it's a pretty sweet little basket up there. Going in the center here, you have our Bluetooth camera, hardwired to the battery bank, and then it's Bluetooth to the screen up front. Inside the cab area, we have the screen. That's going to be for the backup camera. It's always on when you're driving. You can turn that off. We have our standard flush mount Baja Designs rear lights. You're gonna have a hitch, your 7-pin for that. All our tail lights, our new upgraded tire mount is super strong. And then our spare is dual surface, dual drilled. The way it's mounted right now, it's a front tire. You flip it around, that will do your back tire. And I'll jump back to the camera real quick. You can do up to 4 cameras. We can do one up top, we can do one on the side. There is a screen that can do 4 screens, but that's our standard location for it. Generally speaking, it's a perfect spot, but if someone needed just more visuals, we can add more cameras as an option. Going on to the driver's side, our smart plug, lockable water fill. That's a 50 gallons fresh that's gonna fill up in there. You're gonna have a 31-gallon gray tank that's heated below. This is a 31-gallon gray tank for all our Euphorias. You have the tank sensor on this side. What we do is put an aluminum channel up underneath. Here you can see the gray tank with the heater pad. And if you look on the very back side, you can see the brackets holding the gray tank up to the aluminum that's connected to the floor. And then our new aluminum wheel wells, that's all inside there. You're also gonna see the adjustable Falcon shocks and Deaver springs. And then this customer added rock lights. So there's one in each wheel well. There's one midship somewhere on each side, and then a front and a back one too as well. So there's 8 rock lights. That'll be for camp vibes. Or if you're actually going off-road at night or want to do park somewhere at night, you can turn them on, just say like a white light so whoever's helping you spot can actually see. Our running boards, you're gonna see the front auxiliary shock. Again, that's adjustable. We're gonna head towards the inside. The regular Euphoria has the 12-foot Girard awning, so that's power out and power in, wind sensor as well, legless. Looking at the roof from back to front, you have down the center of the Starlink, the Nomadic Cooling X2. It's a 48-volt air conditioning. There's enough solar up here to make that net zero during the day. It's a little over 12,000, almost like 12.5 BTUs on there, so pretty awesome air conditioning, nice and low profile. You have an entry gland for some wiring, then the Max Air fan, so that's their highest model. You're gonna have 10 speeds in, 10 speeds out. All the panels you see up there is 3 on each side. That is 1,080 watts of solar up there. That's Battleborn batteries. Everything else is Victron components, like a 3,000 watt inverter. And then we'll work our way down the passenger and all the way around. So taking a peek on our wall there, you see the awning controls, the Aquahot controls. You're gonna have DC outlets, your Starlink, light switches. That's going to have, that's your main screen, the way to turn the inverter on, see your fresh and water tanks, gray tanks, everything. You can see we're full, so we're just kind of topping off from the solar. You know, it's super early in the morning, and it's super overcast right now. On this side here, 42-inch cabinet. This is a matte blue. The lighting here might not be the greatest right now, but it is our new matte, I don't want to call it series, but these are our new finishes. So we're doing mostly matte cabinets now, matte blue, a sage green. I'm gonna sit down here and we'll kind of work our way back. So you're gonna have 30-inch benches where I'm sitting. On the passenger side, there's nothing there. On my side, I'll open it later. Standard, there's 2 windows now. You can see it has all little latches here. Awnings out. You're gonna have a bug screen. You're gonna have a nightshade, dual pane, and acrylic, so super lightweight. In the bed area, you can see the reading lights as well. They have USBs, residential queen, so it's a true 60 by 80. You have 82 and 3/4 wall to wall. You can see the Froley system. We have a latch on the side that holds this down. You're able to lift this up. You get access to all your batteries and everything. Looks like we still gotta do a couple cleanups in here before it ships later today. There's the storage underneath here. Yeah, so there's a storage underneath there. Right above that, you have some electrical, so you have an outlet there. You have DC behind it, right by the galley here. Another outlet, water pump switch. So this is our new deep sink. This customer, we usually have just like a plain white. They wanted to tie in the blue a little bit, so they tied some of the blue into the cabinet, into the countertop rather, as well. Always comes with an induction cooktop. The reason we don't build it in is because you would see there'd be no countertop space left. So, but you can cook here, you can cook outside. So we like offering options to people. 3 big deep drawers, carpet liner on the bottom. Moving on from the countertop, this is an 18 by 18 sink. We mentioned the faucet moves around. Soap dispenser. It's nice and deep. This has a rack in it right now. Paper towel holder. You can kind of tell it's ratcheting, so I can't free spin it. That way your paper towels don't just keep falling when you're driving. Contour microwave up here. So it's a convection oven. It is a smart air fryer and all the fun stuff, plus regular microwave. Moving on to the shower, so it's 28 by 34, and oh hey there, that's me. So full length mirror there, teak shower mat, awesome diverter, so this is on and off, because once you set your temperature is set forever, so you don't have to worry about always mixing your hot and cold. Generally speaking, a cassette toilet under the sink strapped in, that can be moved in and out. This customer goes right to a dry flush, also could be taking out for a more comfortable shower. Nautilus shower door, because you're gonna shower with this closed and the big door open. So you have a ton of venting that'll pull right through here if you need to. And like I say, a cold day that's steaming, you can pull all your hot air out super easily. And then our lights are dimmable as well. So you can kind of set the mood while you're showering, or at nighttime, let's say you don't want to wake up somebody if you're going to the bathroom. Inside the cab area, we have the screen. That's going to be for the backup camera. It's always on when you're driving. You can turn that off. And then you have the switches for all the lights. So you have the fog lights, we have rock lights, we have a compressor. You can hear that. This is going to have a drop-down curtain, so it's a thermal curtain there. You're going to have storage above. You're going to have storage on this side. So this is a nice deep overhead cabinet. And below the fridge, you're going to have a nice deep drawer. You can see tons of stuff will fit in there. You have a fire extinguisher below, smoke and CO2 above, NovaCool, fridge freezer, so you have the refrigerator's quite large. You have a little lock for your driving in case you hit a bunch of bumps, it doesn't open, and then a freezer below. If I open the lock, it would actually open. Did I redo it? We didn't talk about it. We'll talk about it real quick. Different zones of the Aquahot. You have a front zone, comes out down there with a thermistor here. Mid zone, which comes out below the fuse panel there. So speaking of the fuse panel, that's all your 12 volt breakers, 120 breakers and 12 volt fuses for all your individual items. Then that thermistor is on the opposite side wall, kind of by the outlet there. It controls your mid zone. So you open the door, tons of cold air comes in. That's going to feel that first. It might not ever make it anywhere besides right here, but this will at least heat up this area with the cold air transfers back. That area will turn off, so it's all controlled individually. You can actually turn them all on and off. So I can go into each one and set a temperature that I want. The mid was set at 80. Actually set at 44, but we just test different things, see what's going to happen, make sure they all don't run at the same time, and we go through all our systems, what we're getting at here. Make sure everything's going to work and function for the customer. So hang out here in the channel, ask questions on the channel. It's fun for us. Go to nomadrvs.com, like, subscribe, and our Instagram is super awesome. So nomad_RVS. Your nearest dealer, we could get you your best pricing. We are working on getting dealers throughout the country. We're still growing them, and service networks as well, to make it very easy for somebody to buy something, have fun, and we'll do owners rallies hopefully later in this year or 26. And moving around a little bit, you'll find the screen grab you want. Can't really open my eyes too much.